Good afternoon, everyone. How are you? Hope everyone is doing well. First of all, I'd like to thank Ramlot Secondary School and my friend Andrea by inviting me to participate into this program. My name is Jong Kian Khiong. My friend call me Uncle Jong. Okay, I am a Unit Trust and PRS Consultant, business partnership attached to Affin Hwang Assets Management. Prior to this, I'm working in a bank for the past 30 years. I'm helping customers to invest their money, arrange for housing loan, and doing others banking matter. Today, I'd like to share with everybody these two topics: residential property and buyer's concern. Second is fresh graduate bankruptcy at young age. Here come to the first topics: residential property and buyer concern. What is residential property? Put it simple, it is a household. Okay. I believe that every one of you are staying together with your parents and your family in the house. Nobody stay in a cave, right? Your parents prepare this house for you. It is a warm and secure place to stay. But do you ever imagine or think about that in the future you are going to have your own house? Ada? Tak ada? Okay. Let's play a game. Just close your eye for about 10 seconds. Okay. Start to imagine or visualize in the future you are going to have your own house. Okay. Your house got like this. Got living room, bedroom, kitchen, toilet, etc. etc. Okay. Just try to imagine. 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Okay, can open your eyes. Can you see your house in the future? Future house, your dream house? Okay, later on you just get a paper, write down how is your house look like, okay? Or you can record it into your smartphone or tablet, okay? Then you can take out this paper in the future and review whether you have achieved your dream or not. Huh? Okay, let's come back here. Okay, is there anybody just now imagine that they have more than one house in the future, or 2, 3, 4 house, right? If you have imagined or dreamed that you have more than one house, great, you have a bigger dreams. Or you have a business mindset or investor mindset, okay, great, go for it. Okay, let's come back to general. To have or to buy a house is not a simple matter, okay? Not like buying a nai cha with tea, okay? Sometimes it is a whole life matter to somebody. There's a lot of concern and things to consider. Different people buying house with different objective. Some people buying house for investment purpose. They buy the house and then they rent it to other people. Every month they receive rental income until they old age. Okay, even though they're no longer working, after they retire, they're no longer working, they still receive this rental income. So this is a very good retirement plan or investment plan. Some people, they buy house to keep it, and after a while they sell it out. Okay, this one also can make quite a beautiful profit, and this also attract a lot of investors to involve into this activity. But generally, people buying house for their own occupancy. Okay, for example, moving from a small house to a bigger house, or they are moving from one city to another city, like say from Miri to KL, okay, or from KL to Miri. Another romantic example is for like say, after you get married, you leave your parents' house, you're moving into your new house with your family, your own family. Another consideration is the location of the property. Are you going to buy a house in overseas, like say in Singapore or Australia, or you buy a house in Malaysia itself, like say in KL, KK, or in Kuching, or in Miri? Put it easy, if you are buying a house in Miri, which area that you are considered? In Pujut ka, Kelukut ka, Lutong ka, Luak ka, or any other places? And then you might think that, oh, this house got near to the main road or not, got unified or not, got telephone line or not, nearby got commercial area or not, got clinic or not, a lot of things to be considered. Once you have your ideal property in your wish list, you can start to do your shopping in the market. Okay, the two main market are called property primary market and secondary market. In primary market, it's involved new housing project. The advantage are you are going to purchase a modern or new house equipped with advanced living style facility. The disadvantage is probably you have to wait for a long time until it's completed. If you don't want to wait for a long time, then you can shop in the secondary market where you can find a completed house or second-hand house for sales. Okay, the disadvantage might be because it is a old house, then you have to do some renovation or repair and maintenance in it. Next topic will be what type of house you prefer: high-rise property like condominium, Soho, apartment, or flat, or landed property, for example, a bungalow house, detached, semi-D, or terrace house that you like. Okay, for more privacy and security purpose, you may also consider property with what do you call it, gated and guarded community house. Another major factor that affects the decision of the buyer to buy a house is the price of the house. For example, the selling price of the house, whether it's reasonable and affordable or not. For example, a terrace house, it costs 1 million. Wow, you want to buy me? So expensive. Okay. Second, the value of the house. Okay, you can check the market value. So you can ask around. And that house costs about how much? If the selling price is higher than that market value or lower than that market value, do you consider to buy it? Okay. And after you decide whether you want to hold or wait, so that the price may go down in the short term. Okay, but bear in mind, if you wait for a longer period, inflation may take into place. What is inflation? For example, you might hear people say that, oh, this house 20 years ago only cost about 120,000. Now 350,000 now, so expensive. Okay, this is about inflation. The following slide, I gathered the information from Facebook Marketplace segment. You can see this condominium cost how much? 1.3 million. Okay, this bungalow 2.9 million. This double story semi-D cost about 720,000. Okay, and this one cheaper lah. Terrace house about 245,000. After confirm that you want to buy the house, then you have to pay for it. Okay, first thing you have to pay is the booking fee. Sometimes it's 500 ringgit or 1,000 ringgit. Okay, subsequently, you have to come up with your down payment. Normally, it's 10% of the value of the property. Okay, for example, if the value of the property or value of the house is 500,000, then you have to stand by 50,000 down payment cash. Remember, cash. Okay, a lot of people are stuck here because they are unable to take out enough cash for the down payment. It's very sad. Okay, it is end of the story. No, not really, because there's a lot of solution if you don't have enough cash for the down payment. For example, you can ask support or help from your parents, okay, or you can take out EPF money to settle for the down payment. Okay. After that, here comes the remaining 90% of the value of the house or the selling price. Okay, if you are cash rich enough, you can settle everything with cash if you like. But certain people do this because it will reduce your capital or cash saving. Okay, a lot of people prefer to get a bank loan because once the loan is approved, the bank will help you to settle the remaining 90% with the seller. Okay, so you don't have to worry. You have to take out so much money to pay to the seller. Okay, now what you need to do is you promise the bank to pay back the bank a certain amount within certain period until settlement of the loan. Okay, this is a better idea because it gives you a better cash flow. Okay, for example, if every month you pay 1,000 or 2,000 to the bank, you still got money to buy food. Yeah, every one of you are still very young. But in the future, you may want to buy a car or a house and apply for a bank loan. Sooner or later, you have to deal with the bank. So what you should prepare or you have to know to how to deal with the bank. Okay, so once you complete your study, what should you prepare? Okay, if you are working or you do your own business. Okay, for example, if you want to apply for a housing loan, you have to approach to the bank or many banks. Okay, there will be a bank officer face to face attend to your application. Okay, and answer to your question. They will assist you on a lot of matter. But in the future, maybe you go to the bank, there's only machine or computer attend to you. Okay, you talk to the machine only. Okay, therefore you have to stand by and to know what the bank wants. The bank officer will check your eligibility to apply for the loan, whether you are too young or too old to apply for the loan. They will also check your income, for example, your salary or your business income, whether it's enough to pay for the monthly installment or not. They will also request you to submit some documents, for example, sale and purchase agreement, and then your salary slip, your bank statement, your EPF statement, and your income tax return. Once they're satisfied with this document, then you negotiate with you the tenor of the loan and the amount of the loan. Okay, if the tenor is too long, you probably have to pay a lot of interest. Okay, they can loan maximum up to 90% of the property value. Okay, and they also check this debt service ratio. What is debt service ratio? You can Google it on the internet. Okay, this is example of calculator on how to calculate whether how much loan you can apply. For example, this is monthly income, and this is the bank interest, and you are loan for 35 years. Here come monthly installment, 1,000 ringgit a month. Okay, 1,000 ringgit equivalent to 71 cups of tea cold grapes yogurt. Okay, and they also tell you what is the property that you can afford. Okay, about 267,000. Another example is if your income is 10,000 a month, then you can loan up to this amount. This amount. 1 month payback 7,000. Okay, but seldom people do that. They won't buy such a expensive property. Probably they will buy probably they will buy 2 or 3 house, okay, equivalent to this amount. Okay, this is the example of income tax return. This is the example of EPF statement. This is the example of salary slip. Okay, once you start working, instruct your bank, instruct your company to pay your salary credit to the bank. Okay, for record purpose. Okay, then this is the sample of bank statement. If you ask your company pay your salary to the bank, then you show here. Then the bank officer can reconcile. Oh, confirm you got this income. Okay, so then it will be easier for you to apply for the housing loan. Okay, after that, there is also other costs to be considered. Okay, you have to pay your legal fees to the lawyer, probably property valuation report fee to the valuer. Okay, it's cost about 5 to 10,000. Okay, bear in mind. And of course, you don't want to stay in an empty house. You will engage a designer or contractor to start for a renovation project. Okay, this renovation, how much it costs is depend on your request. Okay, of course, you have to buy furniture, feature and fitting to your house. Okay, of course, you also have to apply for the water supply, electric supplies, gas supplies. This is all the cost involved. OK， OK， 买屋子是人生的一个大事啊，很多人一辈子工作就是在还不起，是一个很重的负担。OK， 不管怎么样 ，I wish everyone's dreams come true, obtain and maintain your dream house in your good future. Here comes chapter 2. Fresh graduate bankruptcy at young age. Statistics and studies showing that the number of cases of fresh graduate bankruptcy are actually in an increased trend. So what is bankruptcy? For example, this person owing too much money, they don't want to pay, or they are unable to pay back. Okay, now here comes the creditor, 债主 sue this person. Okay, then the court and the justice judge that this person into bankruptcy. 宣判个人破产。哇，借钱不用还可以的咩？ Of course cannot lah, don't do that. Okay, because there is a potential disadvantage of bankruptcy. For example, if Mr. A is a bankruptcy, he may lose his property, for example, his house, his car, or any other asset. If no house, where to stay leh? If no car, how to go to office leh? How to send children go to school leh? Okay, there is also potential that bank account may be frozen, then Mr. A cannot withdraw his money from his account. Okay. In the future, if you want to apply for a loan, also difficult. Okay. Difficult to apply for a new job also. Okay. Disqualified from acting as director of company. Okay. And one more thing, restriction to travel overseas. Okay. If you want to go to Singapore, also cannot. Go to Brunei, also cannot. Okay. Now, for more information, you can go to this website. Okay. There's a lot of information about bankruptcy. Okay, let's see what is the root cause of this thing happen. First, poor financial planning. Normally, conventional school did not teach about financial planning. Due to less knowledge and experience, more youngsters did not properly manage their money. Cash flow problem will surface when expenditure is more than their income. This is the sample of personal cash flow statement. There's the income and expenditure here. Okay, try to create and maintain a habit to record your money movement every day so that you know where your money go. Another issue is attitude towards money. If we compare young generation and old generation, their attitude towards money are different. Okay, all people will tell you saving first, but not for youngster. Youngsters are more concerned about enjoy life. Okay, go for branded or luxury things. Okay, like this thing. What is this? Huh? Adidas Ultra Booster. Correct or not? Okay, buy two get three free. Or this type of enjoy life. Nowadays, people like to buy things with installment payment. For example, go to Thank You, buy a TV with 12-month installment, buy a iPhone with 24 months installment. Okay, so when they want to get married, not enough money, go for personal loan. Okay, and pay back later. Okay, not enough money, swap credit card first, and then pay back later with minimum amount. Okay, buy a new car or change old car to new car, then pay back later. Okay, when this small installment amount add up together, is a huge amount, and then month end not enough money to buy food. Okay, the following slides tell us the cases of bankruptcy during this period. Housing loan, 27%, okay, followed by car loan, housing loan, credit card. So remember, if possible, don't ever try to apply for personal loan. Okay, another issue is so many scam and false information around us. Money games or skin cepat kaya, okay, sound like so easy and so fast you can make a lot of money, okay, by joining them. When first join, people enjoy a little benefits and become more greedy, okay. Keep on inject money to the scheme by using their own saving or borrow money from other people, okay. Unfortunately, bad things come, money is all gone when the program bursts. Okay, it is sad when a person faces financial difficulties. Is there any way to get help and to get out from such a bad situation? Okay, in actual fact, government have set up an agency to help Malaysians to solve and handle such a damaged situation. Okay, AKPK. Okay, no matter what profession you are in the future, it is always a good idea to have financial planning knowledge and practice with it. The most simple step is to have your own cash flow and budget planning. Okay, it is necessary and important in helping you to manage your own money, your own wealth, and increase your net worth in positive trend. I hope my sharing been able to give you some idea and highlight certain issues that will benefit you and help you from now onwards until the future. Lastly, I wish everybody healthy, success in your study, and happy every day.